Hey everybody, how's it going? We're back, and Nick's here. He's alive.
Yay. How's it going?
He got unlost.
I got unlost.
I hear an echo.
Do you have something open?
I hear me. Where do I hear me? Oh, because of my. I always do that, don't I?
Yeah.
I always have like multiple screens open, and then I didn't realize where I had it. So yay, there we go. That's not
man.
weird
It's
at all.
always my fault.
It's always
in a gray shirt. You guys miss my white tees, man. You need me to go. I guess the white tee thing is becoming a thing. Like,
hey, look, I'm actually wearing. No, this has something on it. I'm always wearing a shirt with something on it. I did buy a pack of shirts this week. Plain gray and black shirts.
Oh, it's the best, man. That's all I get. Because especially for work now, until I get like more work shirts and stuff. Like I black shirts. I'm like, okay, great.
Well, I just got them to wear under flannel because I have flannels. And hey, did you know in Florida, it was, Central Florida, it was 42 degrees yesterday. 42 degrees. And
today was in its 50s, and it was fantastic.
Today it was in the 60s, and then it got up, I think, to 70.
You had to been freezing then.
No. I actually love cold weather, and I agree with Cody. They're very boring. They're very, very boring.
Don't get me wrong. I have plenty of like gaming tees and graphic tees, and like I nerd out at home, but
yeah, that's like my entire wardrobe. If it's not video games, bands, or Chevy. I used to have a lot of comic book stuff, but it's all in a
Chevy Nova.
Bossa Nova.
At least you got it. A lot of people.
Yes.
A lot of people don't get that reference.
How do you not get that reference? How could I not get that reference?
Well,
I have the
Ninja Turtles said that in a comment when Corey Feldman was live, and he read it. Chevy Nova. He's like, Chevy Nova. And it was like, whoa, bro. Damn.
I wouldn't expect him to get it.
No, that guy. He's just. Have you seen Corey? Have you seen his videos on YouTube of like his stuff when he performs never works, and like he hit his face with the mic one time?
No.
I'm rooting for you, Feldman. Get off the drugs. I'm rooting for you, bro.
I don't watch celebrities on YouTube.
Neither do I.
Like, the only time I'll ever watch a celebrity is Chris Pratt on Instagram. That's it. That is it. It's 50 degrees in Miami for only 2 hours. Yes, it does. It does last for 2 hours. I can vouch for that. I used to live in Miami. Not anymore. Now I live in a much better place. Better. So, with that being said, sorry that we weren't here the last 2 weeks. We were on a hiatus.
Yes. I'm glad though. I needed to break, like, because I hosted for Thanksgiving and everything. It took me a couple hours, more than 2 hours to clean up. Like,
that was going to lead into my first question. So, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was a lot of fun. It was really great. I was sad to see everybody go. I cooked the turkey. My mom brought a bunch of stuff, and it was great. It was just a really great time. And I think I'm gonna have Christmas here. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
How was yours?
Oh,
I kind of have an idea.
So, mine started with my friends. We were supposed to go to my friend's house. We started like a little tradition last year. Tried to, and they got sick, stomach flus. So out of the 4 people in the house, 3 of them got a stomach flu. So since we had just gotten back from Miami, my wife was like, I don't really want to get sick because I've been around so many people. I'm not feeling like, So I was like, okay, understandable. So we ended up not going anywhere. We ordered from Cracker Barrel for pickup. I went to go pick it up, 2.5 hours to get the food.
How many people had ordered, or?
No, it was just a cluster. like it started out with a lot of people, but usually they're pretty on the ball. No, they even got the food wrong at one point. They were just asking how many platters, and they just gave us 5 of a randomly made platter. And I was like, oh, okay. And we just took it home and we ate. And then after that, we went to Epcot and we walked through Epcot and then rode the Skyliner and then went home. That was my Thanksgiving.
Well, when you have lemons, make lemonade.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just lemon juice and that's not the best. But yes, that was my Thanksgiving. So yeah, that happened. And Thanksgiving Day or before, your family members didn't want to punch this year. My family members are all in South Florida, and we're just not going to go into that conversation. We're going to keep today being a good day. It's a good day.
What have you been playing? What games have you been playing the past week?
I went back to RoboCop, but
I need to get it. I'll get it. I'll be getting RoboCop. That's for sure. When, I don't know, but I will be getting it.
All weekend I was playing Exo Primal, shocker, Double XP, and last weekend I started Hogwarts Legacy on Switch and Super Mario RPG on Switch. So I've been trying to go between those, and since I got my analog pocket, shocker, I got one. If you guys haven't seen it,
you picked that up.
I went back and started playing Golden Sun and Ninja Gaiden Shadow. Those are the ones I've been really playing a lot.
What do you think of Mario RPG? I bought it and haven't played it yet.
I'm enjoying it. It feels like the original, but something's not right. Meaning, not in a bad way. It's just, I guess the graphics make it feel a little different.
Yeah, they said like it's not. It loses its charm.
Yes,
because it's not the same kind of like pre-rendered graphics. That's why I feel and
everything's much brighter.
Okay, that's why I feel like if they gave Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo a revamp like they did for like a Mario Wonder revamp, it wouldn't be the same.
But wow, D-Man already beat it. Well, hey D-Man, how's it going? We got Cody and John in here. And then we got some people who are just watching. Thank you guys so much, even if you're not chatting. Appreciate it. So, do you want to... Wait, we've talked about what we've been playing. We talked about our Thanksgiving. You want to go from the Thanksgiving? There really isn't much to talk about this week. As you guys can see from our topic. I scoured the internet for the last hour looking for topics, and then I realized I went back and looked at my videos for the last week and some change. I was like, there's really nothing to talk about this week. Otherwise, we're going like 2 weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't do any news this week. Everything was a new controller and all that. And if you guys are tired of controllers, oh, just wait. I've got more coming in the mail.
But that's a good thing, though. I don't think so. I think just keep making them. Just keep making.
Well, I got some different companies sending me. Some I have PowerA. We all know they haven't had anything new. The latest one that I posted today is from Surge. They sent me this. They contacted me on Instagram, sent me this one, and then I have another company that you guys will see hopefully within the coming weeks because it's coming from 2 controllers coming from overseas. So we'll see. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think there's been anything big, any news, rumors about the Switch 2, but we talked about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glancing over here and checked out the Fallout trailer. Now I know it's not very well. It's a TV series,
right?
So, what next week is going to be the big week? Aren't we supposed to get one more thing from Nintendo or no?
No, I think that's it for this year.
It for the year.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna bash on the Game Awards. That's gonna be fun next week. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. You know how much hate we've gotten over posts and stuff about the Game Awards?
I mean, maybe on your end,
50-50.
Yeah.
50-50. I've never had videos get 50-50. Yeah, and then our last one, last podcast got some decent views afterwards, and you know, wait, yeah, no. You got some pretty decent hate on um the esports one, the athletes. That was from that podcast.
Oh yeah. I definitely got opinions from there. I was called. Should I say what I was called?
If you can edit it.
Oh yeah. I can say it. I mean, the fact that I got hate on TikTok and definitely on my YouTube Shorts. And I'm gonna look right now. Let's see here. So for Shorts, I can't believe people get so offended.
Oh, they got so butthurt.
I had 21
said
comments
one line. I said I agree, and people were attacking me too in his comments. I'm like,
one person like people think they're so high intellect when they make stupid comments on the internet about stuff that doesn't really matter. Dude comments, stop calling sumo wrestlers athletes. They're not. Okay, they're not. I will run laps around, because I said I'll run laps around any of these esports gamers. And then he's mocking me. He goes, I will run laps around any one of those people that are nominated for anything that I am not anything, and I am not an athlete. And then some random person, I said, what did I say?
Can you link it? Can you link the video for everybody to watch?
I don't know if I can, unless I'm a monitor, unless I'm a moderator. But can you even put links in chat?
You can.
Yeah,
you could do the YouTube link. That's where that guy was really going off. Let's see. When the word athlete is used for button mashing, you know that this world is doomed. That's coming from a fat man, by the way. You know what? We were talking about it, and then someone's like, it's a mental athlete. I'm like,
dude, like, it's just, yeah. There's so many.
I was going to post the definition of athlete, and as I went to do it, someone beat me to it.
Yeah, somebody else beat me to it. Because I told the one commenter, I'm like, okay, their name was Oliver or something. I'm like, okay, Oliver, does mom need to take away your phone now? Like, because he kept spamming. Yeah, he kept spamming. There's stuff that was actually auto-removed. I'm trying to find here. Yeah, some of it got removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't, or they deleted. Can you delete comments?
You can delete your own comments, but yes, there are things, if it gets reported or it goes against whatever filters there are, it'll show that it's there, but you won't be able to read it.
Because, okay, so on TikTok, I got hate too.
I'll give you that. Cody says mental athlete is math or English questions, if anything. Okay, I'll give you stuff like that where it's like brain gymnastics. Yeah, I'll go with a mental athlete on that. Yeah,
this is the one I got from. This is the one that I got on TikTok. This guy goes, imagine looking like you and having all the audacity. Bro, soft milk-made little dude has zero idea what it takes to excel at anything. Okay, bro. What did I say? Oh, I said you're a real tough guy. Like, what? Like, get out of here, dude. Does he have an anime picture? No. He doesn't. Like, go away. Go shoot fly. Go buzz on some other poop. Okay? Go, and rain on somebody else's parade.
It's funny because when people comment like that on my videos or something like that, and they're like, oh, this guy's channel's dead or something like that. And he's like, oh, no views. And then I'm like, oh, coming from someone that has, 2 subscribers.
I didn't even bother
salty.
Looking.
All the flavors. I love pulling that. All the flavors, and you choose salty. Oh, more like semen flavored. What?
Oof. What did Sean say?
Oh yeah, I've said some rough things just because I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I've had enough death threats and attacks that it's just like
that Elden Ring,
all because
man.
Yeah, I don't like the game. I think the game's trash.
Great.
Sue me, whatever. Everyone's got the right to say what they do or don't like. especially when it comes to video games. We all got our preferences. It's all right.
Johnny says, don't these esports gamers get their heart rates up to athletic-like levels? But being mentally stressed out so bad that your heart rate increases, or like your intensity and like your heart rate increases, is not very healthy.
No.
Right. So if you do it through physical means, that's different. That your heart rate, those are two different types of, I'm not a cardiologist, I'm not a doctor, but it's
right.
It's two different types of heart rates, man. It's being stressed out and like being intense and focused, playing a video game with your heart rate going on this is actually not very healthy.
Right. Now, speaking of heart rates going up, how about them awful Black Friday sales?
Oh man. So my buddies,
did you do any shopping?
No. With what money?
The stripper money.
Yeah. Yeah, my moonlighting career as a Chippendales dancer.
Well, that makes perfect sense now. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense with the last thumbnails you did where you had the stash.
Yeah, dude, I had it just looks so funny. I was shaving and I took a picture with the stash and I was like, I might be able to use this for something. So
dude, that was hilarious. When I saw that, I was like, that's just flipping hilarious.
Yeah.
So
it's fun. I like to have fun. So I saw what my buddy sent me was for the GameStop sale. It was laughable. It was something like, okay, here Dave. It is. Get 5% off your entire order when you join or renew GameStop Pro. Here's the thing. GameStop Pro, get 5% off your order. That was their Black Friday sale. But you have to have the GameStop Pro.
We ended up not going to GameStop. We went to Best Buy. Every place was dead. Like DED, dead. I mean, it was hilarious.
Nobody's going out to the stores anymore. They don't have to.
They had nothing. I bought everything days before, and it was the same sale. My wife was buying stuff on Amazon, and we ended up going to Walmart in the morning, and it was empty. We did Target, we did Best Buy, we did Old Navy like we always do. We ended up with like almost nothing. And then we ended up going to JCPenney, and I don't remember if we went anywhere. Barnes & Noble. Everything sucked. Barnes & Noble was the worst. Barnes & Noble,
I don't even know why you would waste your time.
I don't, but she likes books. So
okay, then that's okay. I like books too, but I go to thrift store for that.
But now you don't get any discounts on them. If you're part of the membership, you get extra stamps. 2 times and 4 times the stamps. What the heck? And you need like 100 stamps to get like $5 off. I'm like, stupid. This is stupid. This is Black Friday. It's stupid. And then, I forget what else we did, but we ended up coming home and then I think we ate something and then that was it.
I picked up Mario
look who's in here.
Kingdom Battle Sparks of Hope.
Hey, Josie, how's it going? It's been a while.
It was low key. Yeah, no, it was great. And hi, Josie, by the way. The Mario Rabbids is fantastic. It's so good. The first one, in my opinion, story like visually, it's more Mario. The second one, you feel like you're jumping around a Disney theme park, and I don't like it. I'm almost done with the second one. I still have to finish it, and I've enjoyed it. And the battle is much more faster paced, but great games. The first one's better.
We were going to drive to Lakeland, and we decided not to. But I think the next day we ended up going. No, we went to Disney the day before that. We went to Universal one of these days too. Yeah. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Want to return to the pod some point. Work isn't really allowing me to do much. Whenever you want, just let either of us know and we'll send you. I'll start sending you the link. That's completely fine. I saw that you were on Spawncast this week. They Spawncast is on bad times. Like I'm at the point where if there's anything on weekends, I don't get to watch anything. It comes on at the same time as AEW Collision, and I'm like, So, you know me and my wrestling. My life revolves around my wife. Nah, you thought I was going to say wrestling. I'm not stupid.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
So, yeah, but you didn't buy anything? Or did your friends buy anything besides that whole GameStop stuff?
My friends didn't buy anything. We were just making fun of. I mean, I'm sure they bought something. I don't know, but I just started my new job this week.
Yes, it is. I agree with John. What do you think, Nick?
I wouldn't know. I don't have a wife or girlfriend or kids, but I do have my house. Turn Spawncast off. Wrong. If that Dreamcast guy is on, not a fan. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're not a fan of something, then don't watch it. Don't waste your time.
True.
Entertain yourself with stuff that's going to make you happy, not anything that's going to bring you down.
Oh, what do you call it? I'm actually going to be on another podcast next week, right before our podcast.
Nice.
So, do you remember Rogue Attraction?
Yes.
Okay, so he's having a nostalgia one that he does every so often, and it's about the 90s, and it's Sega Genesis versus Super Nintendo kind of thing. So he put a thing on Twitter, and he was seeing who wanted to come, and I went, I'll do it. He's like, you're in. I was like, all right, no problem. So I don't know who else is going to be on there, but I'll link it, and then I'll jump from here to there, from there to here. So there's a chance it might start 30 minutes later next week. I'm going to try to do it right away. Just jumped. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know. It's okay, Nick. We can go to dinner. Wait, what? Wait, who's?
Because I said, I think because I said I made myself sound sorry for myself. But, I'm really not sorry for myself. But, I mean, because, wives, they'll make dinner sometimes. Uh-oh. Oh, no, you can't tell. Women cook in the kitchen. How dare you? Yeah, some of them do. They should be proud of it.
My wife does. What's wrong with that? I grill and she cooks. She's much better at cooking. I can make breakfast, but when it comes to meat, the steaks, that's all of me.
And I love cooking either on the grill or in the kitchen.
So wait, what did Cody? Wait, what am I missing? Cody. He stopped watching Spawn Wave. See, I like Spawn Wave for his teardowns. I love those videos. I really like the teardowns, but I don't watch his news anymore. I don't watch RGT85's news and Spawn Wave's news because I'm like, I know all these things.
Yeah.
When you sit there and you're researching stuff day to day to make videos, and then like, I knew that. I knew that. Sometimes I'll get their take because I like RGT when he gets spicy.
Watch it after.
Been on X lately. He's been a little spicy.
I have. I'm a little behind on his stuff.
I'm sorry, YouTube is censoring your comments. Wow, Dreamcast guys. Does anybody like him?
From what I gathered, it's like he's just kind of a negative Nancy type guy. He ruins everything.
Well, one thing that kind of bothers me about certain YouTubers in general, I'm not going to name any names, but when they drama farm or negative farm, where they have to hate everything.
Then it's part of their identity. Yeah.
Right.
That's why I stopped following the Angry Joe stuff. It got really repetitive for me, and I'm like, this isn't. I think he's a great YouTuber and everything, but I was just like this stuff. I'm not. It's not. It's getting too redundant for me.
What was the fat guy's name? Bald guy who was with the chicken and the pickle and the horses.
With the chicken and the pickle.
He was just so cringy after a while, and he got in a fight with a quartering, and then I just stopped watching it. I was like, dude, you're just. What's his name? Review Tech.
Oh,
USA.
him? Oh, yeah. No, dude. I tried watching his videos one time. He reminds me of somebody who I absolutely despise, and so I definitely can't. I can't watch that guy.
He went a little too far for me, and I was like, oh dude, you're like, when I first started watching, it was legit stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. And then yeah, it just got to the point where I'm like, oh, there you go. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, yeah. He also had that. What did he say? Also had the drama with Boogie. I don't
Oh,
know.
dude,
I wasn't watching then. I'm not sure who.
Boogie, talk about another YouTuber who just fell from grace. Boogie used to actually be fun and entertaining to watch. He's just a self-deprecating narcissist in a spiraling hole of just what he put himself into. Like, there's a documentary out of him. I stopped subscribing from Boogie years and years ago
No,
because it was just his comment, his stuff was just awful, and the documentary is done very, very well, and you could see like how ridiculous he is.
The only person I think I watch that does any self-deprecation is Camelot 331 because he'll take shots at himself. But
yeah,
I love Camelot. He's awesome. So, and one day he said he'll be on this podcast one day. I talked to him.
That's great.
He's like, one day
we'd love to have him.
He basically said once the podcast, he knows it's not going to end and it's been on for a while. I was like, okay.
I mean, we're on episode 24. I think that's pretty good. You know.
Well, the good thing is about next year we've got I already have 2 guests lined up for the beginning of the year. So I don't know when, but I've already got 2 people who are.
And Jack Zilla said he'd come back on too. So
yeah, I wouldn't mind starting a new flow where we don't have to have a special guest every week, and then we got to get D-Man on here too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we told him, but like I said, after the holidays, we're going to start back up and then we'll pick how often. I was thinking about, Wicked Virtue and Jay and them will come on at almost any time. And Jay was like, maybe even talking to Beardo and maybe getting him on here. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So, but we've kind of diverged. So yeah, Black Friday sucked. This is the worst Black Friday ever. Moving on. So
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. There's just really not much going on, but we can bash Capcom for raising their game prices. That we can do.
So what's with that, by the way?
Well, it started with Dragon's Dogma 2 that they just released the trailer for.
It's $70.
And they said it's $70. Yeah. So I pulled up the article and it was a pure Xbox. I don't know if you guys even care. I could pull it up again. But yeah, so after that, they announced the release date. And then they also announced that all the games are going to be, all their Capcom games for Series X and XS / XS and PS5 are going to be $70. Well, so basically anything that's not cross-gen now.
Doesn't surprise me, not especially since the comments when from the CEO or whatever of Capcom on just a general statement that it needs to be they need to be up like at a higher price, and this came when they released Resident Evil 4 on the mobile
right
for $60, and it's
now what did you think about I don't think we talked about it, but the guy in charge of Take-Two or Rockstar who's like GTA games like GTA should cost as I forget
as
the
much as game per hour, like like $1 per hour
much,
or game.
Should be you should be charged via gameplay. How much gameplay you get out of it?
Total douchebag. I mean, that's why
hundreds and hundreds of hours. So what are you going to charge me? Hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the game? No. How about you go?
Yeah, that guy would talk about a real bad take, and he got lambasted for it on the internet. But again, he makes plenty of money. He doesn't care about who people's opinions are. Right. He thinks that he's right regardless because people like him are absolute narcissists and they don't have a function in their brain to realize that that's who they are, what they are, and the reason why they act.
Yeah, John's right. Yeah, I agree. Eventually, remember when the games went from $50 to $60, now we're at $70. Mm-hmm. So basically we're at the same prices we had during Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 era. If you guys, if some of you guys were old enough to remember, But yeah, that happened. There were Nintendo 64 games that came out at $79.99. There were Super Nintendo games that came out at $69.99. There was
You know
no
which ones were
MSRP.
$69.99 at the time?
Well, when I got Mortal Kombat Trilogy, it came out at $79.99. And I think it was Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. If you go and look up any of the old ads, you could see how the cartridge games were just rather expensive.
Let's see, like $69
Yeah.
dollar.
Nintendo carts did fluctuate. Sega, not as much, but they were. But I think Sega had a thing where prices couldn't go over a certain price point. But you're also talking about Super Nintendo games were much better in terms of quality compared to Sega. Yeah, and Game Boy games were $39.99. I remember that. But all the handheld games until the Switch were $39.99. DS games were $39. 3DS games came out at $39.
Man, I remember I was just thinking about having Mortal Kombat on Game Boy and how disappointed I was. I was like, this is terrible. And I think I actually took the game back.
I had Primal Rage on the Game Gear, and it was awesome. I still have it.
I think I might have it too. I have a whole, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of gaming stuff to put on like review, and I have a super scope. I have a controller to unbox, thanks to Red Bandana. I have, man, I could probably unbox some of my.
Dude, I got some stuff to send you, by the way.
Oh, I forgot. I have stuff to. I have one thing in particular to send to you. I mean, I have things. I want to show the Resident Evil tall box from PlayStation that I had gotten with the cool instruction booklet and how dated the profiles are on it. It's really entertaining. So like, I just have to, I just have to make the videos about unboxing the light. Yes.
I don't think he's ever going to let you live that down. And even if you have a light, then he's going to say it's too bright.
It's too bright, or he's going to definitely make sure that he knows that I know he notices the light. And that's
Yes.
cool. I will take that interaction. And I
he's a light guy, I guess. Well, I guess we're both technically light guys. Dun cuz bad jokes. Oh, righty then. So yeah, I'm. One thing is, people
like
get
Spotify.
pissed when you say, "Wait, what? What happened?"
Oh, Cody just brought up Spotify. You know the reason why the podcast isn't on Spotify yet.
Well, hey, it's only two of us.
Yeah,
it's not like we have a whole crew. We did, but no one lives here, and I moved. And yeah, I think it was Dave that was giving me crap on one of my videos because I used my old intro with my buddy Lich in it. And he's
Did you have long hair? Don't you have like really long hair?
I had long hair
on a quick cut.
Yeah. And where I was sitting next to him. Yeah. So he's been up here a couple times since I recorded. No, this year, and I haven't recorded any videos with him, but. Who knows? He may move up here. Let's talk about him moving up here. So that would be great. Then you would see more of us, and then I won't need you anymore, Nick. No, I'm just kidding. You're not fired yet.
Not yet. Well, I've only been fired a couple times and then brought back on
per episode.
Yeah.
I have not fired you today.
But going back to raising prices, it's like. What will happen is people just won't buy the game, and maybe they might see an initial boost. They'll just wait for it to go on sale, or they'll buy it used a couple months down the line, and just to save the $10 maybe, or $15. We all know that Nintendo doesn't ever frickin'. I'm just blown away. You could still go to a store and pay full price for Mario Kart, and then spend more money on the extra
tournament.
Yeah. Which one?
Pokken Tournament is still $50.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's such a greedy company, dude.
Well, the thing is, it's about IP protection for them. So that's why they see it as if the games retain value, people are more likely to buy their IPs because it's a valuable IP. But the games don't suck. That's the thing.
Yeah.
First party Nintendo games don't suck.
But I mean, dude, Mario Kart 8 at this point, like when it first came out for the Wii U, I was living in Wisconsin, dude.
The cheese state.
Like, you got to be kidding me. That game should be a bargain bin, $5 or $10.
Mario Kart?
8? Yes. The game's been out.
The number one selling game on the Switch.
It's ridiculous.
Nintendo is way too protective over that in order to
it would never happen, but I'm saying that's what it should be.
So think about games like EA games, Activision. Activision, Ubisoft. All within 6 months, they're bargain priced. Sony's trying to do the same thing as Nintendo and protect their IPs, but those games crash in value in a matter of months because there's no replay value to games like God of War. You beat it once, okay.
Yeah, you're done.
Horizon Forbidden West and all those other ones, there's no replay value in there. They're good for like, all right, it's good. But is it great? No. Is it Mario Wonder level? No. Is it Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild? No. Is it Metroid Dread level? No. It just isn't. And Sony's trying to portray their stuff like that. Microsoft is on they're like, yeah, whatever. First party, sure, $70. How about you just subscribe to Game Pass and you never have to worry about it again?
Yeah.
And like I was saying, and I even said in my video, there are people complaining that the games are going up in price. I'm like, do you not know we're in the worst recession of anybody who's living's life right now? This is the worst financial times ever. And you're complaining that people are saying video games are too expensive.
Well, not only that,
blows my mind.
Well, I did a video the other day on Diablo 4 and the price tiers.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're talking about $100 for a DLC if you want everything. What?
See,
what?
Now, GameCube games are going up. Super NES has actually leveled off. It started leveling off, which it got to the point. I don't know if you remember a few years back when NES was on a climb and then just stopped because everybody who was buying NES pretty much got what they want. That generation, our generation, bought everything. And then NES is just kind of plateaued. Super Nintendo is now at the plateau where N64 and GameCube are just going up. So, but hey, if you want a cheap collection and you want to get a huge cheap collection, go for Xbox. Xbox One and Xbox 360. 360 starting to climb. Original Xbox is like this, but I bought on Black Friday. I did go to my local game store and they had a buy two, get two free on Xbox One games. I bought a total of 26 games. I think it was 26 games. Was it 26, 12 and then 16? No, it was 28 games. I bought 28 games. Basically, it came to equaling $2.55 a piece.
That's not bad. And obviously you'll hear me say it. I think PS4 games are going to go up in price. Now,
yes,
what did I buy?
Because there's no other way to play them.
Yeah, exactly. So I bought Evil Within for $10 and Titanfall 2 for $3 or $4. And games that I've already played and beaten, but I just wanted a physical of them if I wanted to go back and play them.
That's literally what I did with those Xbox games. But Cody, you're actually talking. I was talking to a guy who
owns a game store. This is a very good point. You bring up a very, very good point.
Have actually dropped a little bit, and I started buying some because of that. He's like, they're actually on a decline right now. Nobody knows why, but they are. So start buying them. But as you do, then it's going to start going up. I think in about a year, you're going to start seeing maybe a year or two, you're going to see the prices jump drastically. But as of right now, no.
Now I was
not
going to
until people buy it again. But it's like Wii games. Wii games are going to be that Nintendo system where the value never goes up. That's that 360 PS3 Wii era oversaturated the market so much that the games aren't really going to go up. You're going to see some of those oddball PS3 games like Folklore hold value. Games like that will hold value.
And I'm sitting here still looking at my Wii U box.
Dave, PS3 is still pretty cheap, but I've gone and looked for a PS3 version compared to a 360 version. The PS3 version will be more expensive than the 360 version, even for like Bayonetta. And Bayonetta's crap on PS3 and much better on the 360. But the PS3 version, well, last time I looked, things can change, overnight, was more expensive. And it's just so weird. All righty, Cody, thanks for joining us. I thank you. And Nick will probably be late again next week. It's what he does. The future being digital, eventually too will make physical games go up more eventually as well. Correct. People get on to me about collecting for the Switch. And I'm like, do you not understand the value in Switch collecting? My collection in just 5 to 10 years, I'll be able to buy 2 cars with that flat out. I can buy one now with it.
Well, you have over 600 games.
I have over 700. Last count was 724.
And you cataloged all of them.
Yep. All the ones that the app has in their database. At some point, I'm going to have to go again and, what do you call it? And rescan, because I know they've added some. Right now, it only catalogs, let me see. Switch, come here, Switch, report. Out of everything that's scannable, it's cataloged 665 games. But I do have 724 on last count, not including the last games I bought over the last week and a half. So when I just added a whole stack of my wife's games that we've gotten her over the last couple months. So yeah, Switch is too hard to collect for. It really is. It's one of those where I don't buy everything. I buy what I want and what I can afford.
Yeah, I
stopped buying the expensive versions. I really did, because it was ridiculous.
Dude, like some games on Switch though that I bought, like I beat them, I sold them right away because Mario Golf was awful. Terrible. It was just not. Mario Golf was just terrible. I sold that right away when I was done with the main stuff, and then I feel like when I'm almost done with Pikmin 4, I'm probably gonna just sell that when I'm done.
Did you just yawn? Is that why I yawned?
I did not. Did
I
don't
why
know.
am I yawning?
I don't know.
I actually slept late today. Sorry, but no, I understand selling Switch games after you beat them or once you're done with them. You're going to get a higher resale value than you would if you bought the PlayStation version. Like, there are games that I went and got the PS5 version, Square Enix games, and I wish I had bought the Switch version, even though the PS5 version looked much better. Like, what was it, Tactics Ogre, or the Square Enix ones? And the Switch games held value. The PS5 ones,
yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
So, yeah. So, yeah, games getting more expensive. And the thing is with PS5 and Series X games going up in price, again, there's systems that just don't hold value. Is it really worth it? Do you have to have it day one? If it comes to Game Pass, yeah. But I'm at the point, is it coming for a Nintendo console? Okay, then maybe I'll buy it. If it's not, like, I think the last day one game I bought was now RoboCop. Before that, what was the last?
I'm gonna get RoboCop
on Switch
on maybe a Steam spring sale for next year. I bet you I'll be able to get RoboCop for like $40.
Oh yeah. You know what? I agree with this, Dave. I will say I love achievements.
Coins or something. I agree. Yep,
boom,
I agree.
When it pops up, it gives you that dopamine hit. But the thing is, you got to think about as a collector, because we're collectors. As collectors, it's like, all right, what's more important? That little trophy or achievement, or this game actually being worth something in 5 or 10 years.
Trophies are so
that's
stupid.
where I have to think about it.
I'm playing Final Fantasy. I get a trophy just for finishing a chapter. I'm like, this means nothing. Like, achievements are more fun and quirky.
Because, and there's a number. There's actually a value to it.
A number value.
It's like they're trying, but I don't know.
You got a bronze trophy. How's your internet, by the way? Or maybe it's me, because you're like going in and out. You're like speeding up, slowing down.
No, it's mine. It's mine. Because even though I'm hardwired right now, I'm hardwired.
You look like you're on a 56K modem, a dial-up connection, dude. It's hilarious. Like you're tiled and everything. It looks like you're on you look like you're on a flip phone from 2001.
It's crazy because on my end it looks perfect.
On my end it doesn't. Maybe it's just me.
I'm watching it over here. You know what? I've got too many things running, and my wife is. I've got streaming here. Let me close out here. I've got too many things going at the same time, and my wife is streaming out there. Oh, yep, there it went. Now it's up. The little warning thing went away. So I have too many things going. Sorry about that. And I have crap internet out here. Where I live, it's we're supposedly getting the fiber optic soon. So once they put that in our neighborhood, we're gonna go back to that. So all right, John, have a good night. See ya. Appreciate it all, like always.
Always appreciate you, John.
So with that being said, Fallout. That's the worst segue, but I would Fallout from this conversation.
He dipped out, but what about Fallout trailer? It looks good. It looks like it's made well. I did not listen to like whatever voiceover and music and stuff of the trailer, which I'm sure has a huge impact on it. I hear it's kind of like a comedic, there's like some comedy and stuff involved in it and all that, and the fans seem to say, hey, this looks great. I think we're gonna like this.
The main character is a chick, and it's got no-nose dude in it, and I think what's the dog's name? Meatloaf? Pork Chop? I forgot what it's got a real ironic name, but I'm like, and her dad, the main character, her dad was the head of the vault, and apparently it is canon. Why can't I find the article? I had the article looking for the Fallout.
Well, I mean, you saw what Amazon did to Lord of the Rings, and
I think it's gonna suck. So I think it's gonna suck.
I would see clips and reviews on the Lord of the Rings, and it was just super cringe. And I was like,
and Magic
I was looking
did the
forward
same thing with the cards too.
How is Magic doing these days?
It sucks. The only good set is the new one, Ixalan, but that's because Jurassic Park. People are actually buying it, but I've got my complaints about it. But people stopped buying a lot of the stuff. The Lord of the Rings, once the One Ring was purchased, but sales are down. Sales are like hardcore down. But whatever. I started getting into a new card game, and this is even more dangerous. I don't know if you can see that. Lorcana, the Disney one. Yeah, that's even worse. So, but the value in those cards. I pulled one card the other day that was $200.
Are you serious?
Yep. And I sold it right away.
Yeah.
I sold it right away. I sold it and a couple of other cards. I bought 10 packs because I had credit at the card shop that I go to here. Mm-hmm. And I bought 10 packs with that credit. And then I got a $200 card, sold the cards that I got there that I wasn't going to use, and bought an entire box of cards. So
which card? I'm kind of looking right now on which are the rare cards on there.
For that, it was, I'd have to pull it up. Let me. No. I don't want to leave.
Gaston is $144.
No, it was one of the Stitch cards. So, Hana, the first chapter. Was it Enchanted? Yeah. Let me Stitch. Stitch Carefree Surfer. It's $199. Yeah. That's what it's going for. And then I resold it and got 130 for it.
Wow, I see it. Yeah. And there's a little fish with a sandwich in his mouth.
Is that the one? I think that's the, because he's on a surfboard. Yes. Surfer.
Alternate art. The first chapter. Dude, I'm going to go buy. Where can I go buy these cards to go to?
Now the packs can range anywhere from $10 to $15 a pack. Don't pay that much, because there was just a restock that went out, and now the packs are around like $8 a pack. But it's because the company that put it out, called Ravensburger, and Disney didn't expect the demand to be so high, so they didn't print enough. So now they're reprinting them, and it's going to cause these cards to crash. So that's why I sold it right away.
Yeah, I was going to say that it might cause it to definitely crash.
So yeah, So there's that. So Amazon screwed up Lord of the Rings, and now they're going to screw up Fallout, and Disney screws up everything else. Oh, but there's a lot of good news for Disney. They're dying, so it looks like they're changing course. And apparently, I just saw a video. I didn't watch it, but the Quartering put one up that said Bob Iger is giving his resignation. Yeah, really? I don't know if it was clickbait or whatnot.
Oh, I'm sure it might have been clickbait.
But you've got these two activist investors that are of the conservative persuasion trying to take over and bring back Walt Disney's vision for the company. So, make money.
I watched the South Park episode, the
yes,
the Pandaverse.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it's flipping hilarious. They nailed it. I don't
have Paramount. I don't have Paramount Plus. I do want to watch it.
I apparently have been paying for it, even though I literally told Amazon to cancel it, but I had it and I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's what they did to us with
he said
AMC
F off
Plus or something. Yeah,
he
that
said
was
F
great.
off. And I love how people are like, oh, this is I read some of the comments on Twix, and people are like, this is cringe. They're like, F this guy. And it's like, no, he's telling everybody, like, he's literally trying to have his company manipulated and essentially blackmailed, I guess, to work in Disney's favor, right? And instead of just being a neutral platform, right? And he's going against. I know it's ironic, this capitalistic BS controlling his own platform with their advertisement. He's like, F off, and then he's like, hi, Bob,
because he cares more about. Yeah, when he went, hi, Bob, at the end, I went, oh.
I was like,
because
oh,
he
man,
cares more about free speech than he does about money. This guy's the richest dude in the world. And then what does he care about, a few dollars from Disney?
It's funny
because he's worth more than Disney.
People are like, I can't wait to watch this guy go from riches to rags. And it's like,
that isn't.
This guy is one.
He's the only one going to sit into space successfully, and has created the #1 electric car brand.
Yeah. I love how people are just trying to have like this manifestation of the downfall of Elon Musk, man. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen. But it was funny. It was funny nonetheless to watch. So I didn't even watch it for a while, and then I watched that whole clip right there, and I went, "Ha, that's funny." But I'm at the point where I've actually turned off a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you have to, man. You have to.
I'll watch some, like we were talking, I'll watch some Tim Pool from time to time. I watch some of the news, some of his clips throughout the day.
I haven't watched any of Tim Cass this week.
Neither have I. I just, Some things, if I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? All right. But there's a lot of drama stuff I just don't want to hear.
Yeah, I don't
There's
care
some
about
nonsense. I'm just like, tune out. And now that Spotify put up the yearly Spotify things, my number one listened to artist this year is Creed. That should tell you something.
With arms wide open.
Yeah, I think that's actually my number one song. Or is it Torn?
That's funny.
But no, yeah, I
see a lot of women posting that on the internet.
Look at what I was listening to on Spotify.
I do it every year because I think it's funny. Last year's was better. But there's one album that I listened to more than anything, but it didn't post it because it's not under an artist. It's under an album. And you know this album. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the concert coming out of their shells.
Coming out of the shell.
I've listened to that more than anything else this year, and it didn't list it because it's not under a specific artist. And you can't, they didn't show, last year I think they showed.
Don't they have a certain category for stuff like that though?
Not this year. Like, well, not in that, the yearly thing, but during like any other time, yeah, you can look it up. It's under like soundtracks and stuff like that, but it doesn't count towards your artist ones. So I think mine was Creed, Brantley Gilbert, Jason Aldean, Elevation Worship, and Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, nice.
I like how it goes from Elevation Worship to Five Finger Death Punch.
I mean, I haven't even looked. I think that stuff is trivial and silly, but I mean,
it is, but it's funny.
What does my Spotify say? Do I have to like?
You just have to open the app and then it's like on your dashboard.
Let's see here at home. Oh, your 2023 wrap up is here. Okay, let's.
Yeah, and then they put messages from your from the artist, and I got one of the messages from Brantley Gilbert. I was like, that's cool. Brantley Gilbert's cool. So, and we just drove everybody away. They're like, what? So yes, we're officially in SideQuest right now. We are officially in SideQuest. Yes, we started the SideQuest much earlier.
Yeah, because I was falling asleep. And I've been working a ton.
This guy's been working like 18-hour days, 19-hour days.
No, it was just about 14 yesterday.
The same difference.
You know, and then I had to be up again. I'm waking up at 5:45, 6 in the morning. My days start at 7 in the morning. That's when I got to clock in. So for good reason. To get
paid.
And then I'm out at 4. So.
That's not bad. And then you're home and you're sleeping until time to go back to bed.
Today was rough though this morning because I was like on my way out and I'm just like I look at my imprint in my bed with my sheets and I'm just like see you. I have like put my hand on the bed. I'm just like I'll see you soon.
But it's a good thing.
But dude, like I'm like here's the thing. Like each day of my work is something different. Like
monotony.
They took me to
thing. That's good.
They took me to a site today that they were working on. Somebody had bought a home for like $1.8 million, and so what they did is they gutted the whole
in
thing.
Chicago.
It's outside in Lake Forest. Yeah, dude. Okay. I've this whole week I've been in $1 million homes. There was one maybe 25 minutes from me. A dude our age, real cool guy who looks like a more in shape Bert Kreischer. He bought the house I was in. He bought it this year for $2.8 million.
Yeah, I have a friend. I have a lot of friends at my church that live in $1 million homes, and I'm like,
how do you think I
thought my house was fancy, but no.
I was in a house yesterday that was a $1.2 million house. Really nice guy. Who knows what he's doing?
The thing is, 1.2 million is not that big of a house these days.
For the house considering that he was in, because it was built like 3 years ago, it was not very big. Considering the house that I was in, that was 1.8 was massive, massive.
It also depends on where it is, because here, where I live, a house that could be, let's say, 11,000 square feet, depending on the lot, can definitely be around 500 to 600,000, and that's kind of small for this area. Or if you go to a house that has about 12,000 to 13,000 square feet, with maybe a 2-story house, you're looking at 2 million now in the area.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All I gotta say is I've been working my patootie off. I get drinking it for this pocket. Every time Logan says my wife, we all drink.
She actually said, "You need to stop talking about me." I'm like, I'm
His
sorry.
wife was like, just stop talking about.
Because that's all my that's my see. Look, I was gonna say that's all my life is. I talk to this guy, and then I have 2 of my buddies here, and then that's about it. And then video games and church. That's all I have. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. I don't go out much. Great. So, excuse me. You know what? I would do that on purpose just to get Dave drunk. And I would just go say every other sentence. Hey, my wife. Oh, Nick, my wife said. And then just keep going. And then Dave will be just vomiting all over the place in 30 minutes. It'd be great.
You do that with Jurassic Park. You just just play with the rule. Anytime you see the Jurassic Park sign, drink, because you see it everywhere throughout the whole entire movie.
I thought you were talking about at the theme park. I was like, okay.
No, man, wouldn't that be something? A Jurassic Park theme park.
Well, at Universal.
They have
they have the whole Jurassic Park section. They have 2
where the
rides,
people where it looks like the people are holding dinosaurs and they're controlling it with their arms and stuff. Yeah. Dude, that looks
they
like
have
so
the
much
visitor
fun.
center.
I need to go there.
I was there night before last.
Yeah, I want to go there. Even as a grown man, I know that there's a puppet arm in there, but they're done so well. I would just
and you need to ride Velocicoaster. There are animatronics in there. The Raptors are actually. Did I not send you the video where you actually see
Velocicoaster?
Yeah, with the Raptors in the queue, they have that muzzle on and they're going, and then they're spitting out the I guess the smoke from their noses and then their eyes move and everything, and then their
I'll
jowls.
look it up on YouTube after the.
Yeah. Dude, how have you? Oh, you gotta go. And
I know.
Now you can.
I will, because with this new job, it's got great benefits, and I get bonuses every day if I finish my job tasks. So I'll be able to afford. I have to accrue some time off. So eventually I'll be out there.
There's always a lot of fun, and I'm supposed to be. I feel so bad because I don't know how many times Jay's like, yeah, just hit me up and we'll go hang out at the parks one day, and I'm like, okay, no problem, and I keep forgetting to, or I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking about it, and then something else comes up, and then something else comes up, and then the other night I was at Universal. My other half and I were at Universal. We went, and then just spur of the moment, and I'm looking at my phone right after we left. Jay and one of the girls from the channel, I forget who it was. I'm trying to think who it was. Thanks, Dave. Whenever it comes out, I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you so much. But
towards a silver PS5 controller, nice, dude.
But they were at Christanova. Jay and Christanova were at Universal, at the regular Universal, and I was at Islands. So right over there, and I was like, oh, yeah, I forget. I'm like, yeah, I should probably say something. But thank you, Dave. Yes, I greatly appreciate that. When that silver one comes out, I went from not buying the blue and the red to having both of them.
I was gonna say having both of them. You made a video on it, dude. It was hilarious. I was like, of course he got the blue and the red. And why wouldn't he?
But the thing is, I wasn't going to get it. I went there just to get the red one, and she told me just to get both.
I was gonna say he's gonna say, I know it.
So, with that being said, hey, Dave reminded me, so I guess this could go towards the controller too. Thanks, awesome. T-Man. Appreciate it.
Well, there you go. You pay for the tax.
Yeah. Sales tax. Tell me
Sales
about that.
tax.
But yes, I appreciate that, guys. I will be getting it. I'm now hearing it comes out in January. I don't understand why they didn't all release at the same time. I
You know,
don't
they.
know.
I think
But just so
creates
you
the
know,
demand. It's like,
I have-
well, I got the red and the because I know someone who bought the red and the blue one all together, and they want to get the silver one. So it's like, oh,
I have not even played my new PS5. I've installed games, but I haven't played anything. I put in a disc yesterday. I put in a disc. That's it. I've been playing my Series X. All day I've been playing RoboCop. So I'm like, man, I want to finish this game. I forgot how good this game
you have a
is.
Series S or X?
Yes.
Excuse me, sorry. X
It's
as in
how many
X-
Series X and how many Series
X-rated.
S's. I have 2 Series X. I have the black one right here, and then I have the Halo one in the game room. And then in the living room I have the black Series S, and then I bought my wife a white Series S, the OG one.
You're crazy with those consoles, man. One's enough.
I'm
for me.
stupid. Yeah, I'm
I mean, hey, more power to you, dude.
But I also make content off of this stuff. If
Yeah.
I didn't make content off of it, I would not buy it.
Fair enough.
I'd have one and that was it. Yeah. And lately I've been making a lot of money back. So
Good.
And thank you
I'm
for
glad.
these companies that have been sending me the controllers. Between PowerA, Surge, and then the next company, I'm really happy about that. PDP is still not doing anything. They haven't reached out to me and they haven't responded. It's probably because their last few controllers have been kind of pish and I've called them out on it. That Sonic one was crap.
It looked
And the
fun,
glow in the
though.
dark ones are crap.
I was over at. I don't know
I
if it
had
was
it
the
in the
same.
light for hours.
Was it the that because was that Sonic one? It wasn't the same as the one that I saw in Target the other week,
Yep. Same one.
where the little figures were in the.
Yep.
In the
Yeah, it was that one. It's expensive. It's a $60 controller and there's no rumble, no NFC, and no motion.
you know why? Because they're paying for that
Figure.
Sonic license, man.
Uh-huh. Yet the PowerA ones are like $20 less.
I just don't know how you sell a controller without just regular standard options that are on a controller. You know what I mean? Like, or last at Robotnik in the third film, they're keeping it a secret if he's in it or not.
I think he's gonna be in it.
He's a fan. He is like the best Robotnik.
Yes.
Like
he was perfect.
But I thought Jim
What other
Carrey-
villain would they have?
a robot
Because
version.
he's been the villain in every Sonic game except for, I guess, if they just make Shadow, but you can't have Shadow without Robotnik. I don't know.
You know how Hollywood likes to work their terrible magic and make up a stupid side note of why something didn't work out, and then you're supposed to accept it and go, okay, that's a good explanation, and just shut up and watch the movie.
So,
I-
no, what are we doing here?
Do we know? Just going back to Jim Carrey, didn't he say he's like retiring from acting? Like he doesn't want to do it anymore.
To be honest, I don't know. Again, like I said, I've really stopped following celebrities in general. There's no. There's one I followed recently because he's been pretty based as Mario Lopez. So
Oh yeah, people say
he's
I
been
look
kind
like
of
him.
funny.
People say I kind of look like him.
I could see it if you were darker.
Yeah, well, my skin's actually darker. I'm not this pale. I'll get you some
Yeah,
coffee money
neither am I.
soon. I'm at work and can't get the app to work. Oh, Dave, thank you. I literally the next day when I went and got coffee, I'm like, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I like mumbled it when I gave them when I put my card in. You know.
And what's weird, it was a chick named Dave. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
It's in
huh?
Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, that's a funny one. That's good.
That's what she said. Or
I'm looking real quick.
it gets
If
banned from YouTube.
April 1st, Jim Carrey says he is retiring from acting following Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and that was in April of 2022.
I don't know. I
And then
think he could be in it.
But I'm retiring. Wait, May 28th. But I'm retiring. I'm being fairly serious. Jim, this is quoted.
Fairly serious. Fairly. That doesn't mean completely.
Leaving Hollywood, but will return under one condition.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I hope so. James Gunn's $275 million Scooby-Doo movie originally cast Jim Carrey as Shaggy was rated R. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but James Gunn, you know what he's known for, right?
Is he the guy with the young teenagers?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a POS. How is he still working as a director in
Hollywood?
Yeah. Well, because they allow that stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'm pretty sure
depending on the script, but more
script
importantly,
for 1
the
and
money.
2 were good. 2 was a little compared to 1, but I like 2. I really like Knuckles. Knuckles was epic.
I like 2 better than 1.
Well, the whole wedding thing was just kind of convoluted. There was no reason for it besides some, hey, to get more humans in there, I guess. But I would love to see Amy maybe come in. Amy, Tails, maybe Big the Cat, Ed 209. Ed 209. Yes. You have 30 seconds to comply.
Dude, I
imagine,
love Ed 209.
Imagine Sonic versus Ed 209.
Well, Sonic would destroy Ed 209. Ed 209's too slow.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. The wedding scene was... Okay, wait. Here it goes. The wedding scene was the only weird section of Sonic 2, honestly. Yeah, it felt like it was out of place. And I'm not really sure why it needed to be there. I don't know. I don't know, but I love the movie.
But the wedding scene though wasn't that kind of near the end? It was like
but they kept building the whole relationship thing.
Yeah.
For what reason? I think it was mainly just to get them out of the house. I don't know. Whatever. But I could go watch it again.
I did recently watch the Flash movie.
I'm sorry.
It took me a while to get past the POS, which is Ezra Miller.
Yes.
Who should be in jail.
Yes. Multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. I loved everything Michael Keaton in that movie. They Easter egged the hell out of that.
But I hated the movie, but I wanted to watch it just for Michael Keaton. And yes, I saw you post that, D-Man. I see you're a pretty big fan of the Mad Max. I've never watched it. I watched the originals, but I haven't watched the remakes. I'm not a big fan of post-apocalyptic stuff, hence the Fallout. I'm not a fan of post-apocalyptic storylines.
Well, unpopular opinion, Fallout 3 is an absolutely boring game. It's redundant, boring, and I've said it before. It's basically that's why it's the same reason why I stopped playing Starfield. And I clocked like 10, 12 hours.
You're
in
not
Fallout
wrong.
3.
And that's why when
sorry, I don't know. I don't see what people see in Fallout 3.
When New Vegas came out, people were like, "Whoa, this is a much better Fallout game." And then Fallout 4 picked up, and it's supposedly better than 3. But I just got really bored with Fallout, and I went back to Skyrim. I can live in Skyrim. Fallout, I'm like, this place smells. Like I can't. I'm you can't smell through a video game, but I know this place smells, and I'm like, no, I'm all right. Dog meat? Was that the name of the dog? Dog meat?
Something like that.
That's gonna bother me, and I'm gonna end up having to look it up. But I'm not a big fan of post-apocalyptic. But yeah, that's a thing.
I do have to check and make sure that I'm not talking about Fallout 4. and not Fallout 3.
Fallout
I
4
know
was boring too.
I think it was Fallout 4. To be honest, it wasn't. I think it was. I was playing 4, and I'm just like, this is a snooze fest, man. You know.
Oh, I hate these stupid phishing emails. You know, when it comes up in the bottom of your screen, it's like, hey, no. Stupid phishing emails. But yeah, so I think are we done for the night? Monster Hunter. Yeah, I really hope so too. My video on Monster Hunter World 2 did banging numbers. But it's amazing what I pick, and then sometimes it does well and other times it doesn't.
I get you. But yeah, no, I think we covered everything. I mean,
there wasn't much to cover.
Yeah, there wasn't much to cover.
Yeah, we spent more time BSing.
Well, that's okay too, though. You know.
So we had a lot of people coming in and out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Come in and out. Whoa, I'm gonna get us demonetized.
I didn't say anything.
Of course you didn't.
Come in and out. In and out.
There you go. Yes, we're just talking about that. A bit shorter. Nick would know about that.
I know a lot. Because I'm a fan of small pickles. The little ones. They're like this big. Nice.
Hey, yeah, a bit of a there we go. Bit of a shorter episode this week, but yes, it's mainly because this dude's dead. I'm actually happy he was able to make it today.
I kept falling. I was like I said earlier, I was like dozing off on the couch, and like, you know how you get so tired you don't even remember passing out.
Yes.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, there was a very close chance that it was going to be a solo cast this week, and I was going to be talking to a screen by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So glad that doesn't happen. You know, I can pull that off. I just don't find it as fun.
I could pull it off. I do it all the time.
I know. We see you pull it.
Technically.
I got to watch my wording. Nick, are your hours on YouTube going up? Dave wants to know.
No.
Because you haven't been putting out videos. You've been putting out shorts.
Yeah, well, it's been tough. I put one video out this week. I might put out one tomorrow morning. We'll see. And just, first week of work, I'm kind of just really going balls to the walls, making sure I'm focused, and I'm focusing on that because they're throwing me in with the wolves, dude. I'm just like, it's like sink or swim. It's like, all right,
that's what's paying your bills. That's what matters.
Yeah. And so, and I'm cool with it, and I'm old enough and have plenty of experience and knowledge to make it through my day with little to no hassle on me or the company that's paying me and training me at the same time. But they're really pushing it, and I prefer that, going out and just working hands-on instead of sitting at a computer screen watching tutorials. So it's great. I've learned so much in the past 3 days than I've learned whatever I've learned on a YouTube video. So.
You know what? I don't blame you, because when I worked at Microsoft.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's what my training videos were. They would sit me in literally a white room. Everything's white. The walls are white. It's like with a surface in front of me. Even my chairs were those hard plastic white chairs. It was kind of creepy. And that's what I did. I just had to watch videos.
Snooze fest, man.
Day.
Oh yeah, no.
For a week.
I'd be falling asleep, man. I'd be falling asleep.
Yeah. We are going to get D-Man here. We've talked to this guy. And yes, we're just going to set it up. But like I was saying earlier, we're going to start back with the guest after the holidays. So just through the rest of the month, hopefully this guy can make it every week. And then, we can get his hours up, and we'll just do whatever we can, because there is no Ready to Start podcast without Nick.
Oh, shucks.
It's not just me by myself.
Oh,
it's like if you cut half my face off, it's pretty disturbing to look at. But when you're the other half, it makes the ugly less ugly when you have someone who's not as ugly or just almost as ugly. That's self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, no, I mean we want to crank out as many episodes as we can, and that's what we're going to be doing.
You and your cranking out.
I crank.
That's why you were late.
Baby, I crank. Let me tell you.
When Josie comes back on, you got to stop with the cranking.
Okay, I'll try to. I'll work on it. Yeah. So who knows? We'll. It was nice to see Josie in here.
Yep.
And we'll hit her up. And see if she wants to be on when she can be on, and we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, and it'll always be the two of us unless it's me by myself, but hopefully that never has to be the case again. Unless I have like 100,000 subscribers, then I'll just fire Nick. But
yes. I'll be super chatting. I'll be super chatting $10. Notice me, senpai. Like
But remind me, I actually got to give you the what do you call it for this? The admin, so you can do all that stuff, because I forget that you don't have that.
Okay, and I think you're admin or moderator for mine. I believe. I don't know.
No, for the podcast for Ready to Start, so you can do everything on the back end that I can do. So
okay,
I got to add you for that. So what's he saying here? Without Nick, the click downsizes. It doesn't enlarge, dude.
It click to enlarge, like I've always explained, has everything to do with when I was learning how to code CSS and HTML. So nothing to do with what all you people out there think it might mean in your perversions.
Dave says, I always like Josie. She talked a lot on the show. Not so much on Spawn.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I noticed, and I was wondering. I'm gonna ask her because when I do watch Spawncast, she just sits there, and I feel like they kind of drown her out.
I remember one time I was on there, and she's there, and there's like a dozen other people. I'm like, how are you going to get anything out? How is anybody?
There's only like 4 people that ever talk.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, there's only, and I'm like, well, what's the point of this?
And they cut each other off quite a bit.
Yeah, it's I don't know, maybe that's the kind of chaos they want to have in there, and that's all up to them. So,
well, D-Man appeared for 5 minutes on the Spawncast. That's nice. How'd that happen? How'd that what did you do? Were you in the background? Did you walk into her room?
Did he super chat? Notice me, senpai.
So which one would be D-Man senpai? RGT? Sean?
Oh, I don't know.
No. John? No. I don't know the other guys. Dreamcast guy is his senpai. Oh, they had 3 people and did call-ins.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I've watched episodes where it's like 3 people and it's the boringest thing. And I'm like, oh, because it's 2 people that I've never heard of before. And I'm like, oh, you and that, it was Spawn Wave, another dude, and a chick that I've never heard of before. Oh, or the Nate the Hate. And I've tried to watch his stuff and I'm like, I'm also not a big fan of disembodied voices.
Neither am I.
Like, the only one I think I can do that with is WDW Pro and Doomcock. But at least Doomcock, he's got the costume. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the disembodied voices, unless documentaries don't really count. But
no, I hear you, dude.
So, but with that being said, thank you guys so much. We're at the hour and 23-minute mark. That's a little less than normal, but still, we gave you a whole good hour and a half of entertainment tonight. We pulled it out of our tookuses. Took us, or our heinies. We pulled it out and just went, here you go. Had that stored in there for you. Smell it now.
It
smells like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, Dave. You do that. Tell me when you find the episode.
It doesn't get old, dude. It doesn't get old.
You know, there's one thing that doesn't get old either.
What?
He's fired. I had to pull it. I was like, wait, I haven't pulled it this episode.
Yeah, haven't pulled it. Yeah.
You didn't do anything to warrant it. So I just had to
I'm on my
make
best
something
behavior.
Up.
I'm also exceptionally slow today. So, especially after my work day.
Oh, that's what you're calling it now? Exceptionally slow?
Dude, my bag, my work bag, I'm not over exaggerating. I have to measure it. Weight is like 50 pounds.
Your sack? Your work sack?
Yeah. I'll send you a picture of it, dude. It weighs over like 50 pounds, bro. I like that it's so heavy, but it's like when you're walking a quarter mile across the facility to go to your car, and you have, and you've been on your feet all day and you got this 50, 60 pound thing on your back, and you're just like,
what's in it?
Tools, man. Oh, just everything I need to do for custom audio stuff, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. I kept thinking it was you're doing computer work, like tech, like you're actually going and installing servers and stuff like that. So it's the audio side.
Yeah, audio, video, custom AV.
That sounds like fun,
dude. I'm learning a ton. It's great. I have a baseline knowledge. I just need to know how what the company's protocols are, which I'm learning, and yeah, it's great.
You have to go to work tomorrow?
I work Tuesday through Saturday.
Ooh. Oh, so Sunday and Monday. Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like
some Mondays
like Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, some Mondays I heard are mandatory, so there'll be days that I work 6. My time and a half is great. So.
All right. So with that being said, let's let you go to bed. You need some sleep.
I'll be going to sleep in an hour. Yeah, soon.
Yeah. So wait, that's right. It's 9:33 over there. 9:33?
Yeah. I'm going to be like winding down, getting ready to just have a good sleep.
Good. You need a good sleep because we don't want you to have bad sleep.
No, thank you.
Bad sleep is bad.
Thank you for being so concerned.
Okay. We've gone on long enough. We've scared people away. It's that time of the night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who's super chat, everybody who's just talking, everybody just, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate this. And yeah. So do you want to say anything before we go? Next?
That's some news, guys. I appreciate
that was a lot of news that sucked because all of our news was crap this week. But thank you guys for watching. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again. Wait, where's the, oh, here it is.